Even and again, April is fast finishing up, which brings us 4 months down in 2020, and I have to say, I'm okay with 2020 being one third gone. I really haven't much cared for it. And I've heard that the nation is starting to deal with what they call quarantine fatigue. You've been sent to your home with different versions of what exactly is going on out there, floating around on the news, on the net. There's different ways that people are responding. We've got a pretty good recipe for ugliness going on. And I happened to stumble across this account, which seems relevant. So, this is from a book by Richard Wurmbrand entitled Reaching Towards the Height. At the premiere of a new play in the era of Stalin, entitled Christ in a Fur, the hall was overcrowded. The actor, Alexander Rostovtsev, had to play the main role. He belonged to the high circles of Soviet life and was a convinced Marxist. On the stage was a mockery of an altar. The cross on it was made of bottles of wine and beer. Full glasses surrounded it. Fat clergymen and a drunken liturgy consisting of blasphemous formulas were being done. In this sham church, nuns played cards, drank, made ugly jokes while the religious service went on. It was a mockery, flat out a mockery of Christianity. Then Rostovtsev appeared as Christ, dressed in a robe. He had the New Testament in his hands. It was doubtless a prop. He was supposed to read 2 verses from the Sermon on the Mount and then throw away the book in disgust and shout, "Give me my fur and my hat. I prefer a simple proletarian life." But something unexpected happened. The actor read not just 2 verses, but then he continued, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." And he read on and on to the end of the sermon. In vain, the director tried to make desperate signs for him to stop. When Rostovtsev came to the last words of Jesus in the sermon, he made the sign of a cross in the Orthodox manner and said, "Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom," and left the stage. He was never seen again. The communists disposed of him. And I say the man must have had countless opportunities with his copy of the New Testament, his prop, to apparently read in it. And somehow, somewhere in there, it clicked. Now, the Sermon on the Mount has a great deal of material in it for us to live by. Everything from our outlook to how we pray, to the great comforts God promises, to needing a true righteousness better than what the religious people have going for them. Sounds to me like a good place to spend some time if you've got it. But whether we're finally coming to the end of our quarantine at home, if the order expires on May 4th or May 8th or whenever it expires, or if it gets extended, we can't control that. But we can control the role that we play in our command performance on the world stage. Let us, like this actor, forget the ugly roles imposed upon us by the world and allow ourselves to be enraptured by the beauties of our Savior's words. That's all I have for tonight. Remember, no one is an island, and you don't have to be either. So call, write, wave at each other in the park, and continue to find ways to draw together during this time of isolation. Shalom.